I'm going to teach you part of an incredible proven system for manifesting money. It's called the Infin8 Wealth System. If you're a change maker, a person with a massive heart who knows inside they're here to make a difference in the world, and you want to unlock your true manifesting potential, actually, I know you want more than that. You want to be in that place where you're so in flow, consistently calling in instant manifestations time after time. In fact, it feels like you're just having the most mind-blowing, body-rippling orgasm. And yes, I did just say that. My name's Yvette, and I want to share with you the 6 parts of your body's energy system and how they are all playing a big part in your potential for manifesting more money. And the last one in particular is the one that most people never even knew existed, and yet it's the one responsible for magnetizing everything to you, but most people have it shut down. So let's dive into this. You see, most people have tried the 8,999 million manifesting techniques out there that are designed to just manifest your instant dream life in the next 45 seconds, when all you have to do is say this one statement and watch it magically appear. When truly, you're probably a little bit bored and frustrated of hearing the same old cliche lines taught time and time again by a different face or a different person, simply regurgitating the same book or the same teacher or the same coach that they've heard from somewhere before. Really, truly in your heart, you just want to be free. You want to be free from the day-to-day tiredness, like feeling that you're in Groundhog Day. Just actually let go of the shit from your past and allow yourself to step into creating real wealth in your actual bank account, not just your vibrational escrow. Now, if this is you, I really want you to listen, because what I'm about to share with you will make a huge impact on your money manifesting. If you keep on doing what you've been doing up to now, and you don't understand how your energy systems actually work, you're just going to create more problems that kick off later on down the road, and you won't understand why it's happening to you, and more importantly, how to change it. What most people never tell you about flow. There are actually 3 flow states. Yes, I said it, 3 states of flow. We live in a 3D world, which means that most things are operating in 3 dimensions. Your energy can be moving backwards, kind of staying stuck station where you are, or moving forwards. Now, we hear these terms flow bandied around all over the place, but what most people never tell you is that you might be manifesting from the wrong state of flow. Now, the first one I want to share with you is called the reversed energy state. Reversals are anything that's showing up in your life that feels like you're in Groundhog Day. You might meet different people, you might be at a different stage in your life, but it's like you're repeating exactly the same patterns and you can never figure out why. Then you've got the resistant flow state. This usually shows up as those things where you sort of take 2 steps forward, and every time you make some progress, you find yourself 2 steps back. Then we have the one that everybody talks about all the time, which is the receptive state. This is the one we all want to be in. This is where you get to manifest real magic. Opportunities arrive, things fall into place for you. You meet the right people, the right time, money falls into your lap. That is where we feel open, abundant, and expansive. Now, if I shared absolutely nothing else with you, this one thing alone will change your ability to manifest more money. When you learn to shift yourself from the reversed or resistant states around any subject in your life into that receptive flow state, that's where the magic begins. And you can do that really simply. I can show you how to do it with the 5 steps of EAM, the energy alignment method. Now, I designed and created this to show you how to shift your flow state. It's loved and used by more than 60,000 people around the world who all understand how to use their energy to manifest anything into their lives. Now, I promise you, this is not some rehashed content that you've seen somewhere else before. This is an energy psychology, and it's now an internationally recognized and accredited complementary therapy too. Now, I've worked with thousands and thousands of people. Every single one of them was sat exactly where you are right now, on the cusp of a major decision. And what decision or choices they make depends entirely which one of those 3 states of flow they're in. Now, having worked with so many people, it's given me a gift of being able to speak to somebody, and within a few minutes, I can tell where they're at, which flow state they're in, where they're stuck, what's standing in the way, and what they need to do in order to be free and to let it go. Now, when somebody's energy is stuck in that reversed energy state, more often than not, they feel like everyone or everything in the world is out to get them. They often find themselves moaning or struggling or complaining. They don't tend to show up or take action on the things that they know inside that they need to do. Then we have people who are in that resistant space. They're aware, they know that they should be doing something else, but often they find themselves stuck in stress or overwhelm. They feel like there's just too much to do. They promise themselves that one day they'll get to do these things. And then you've got the people who are living in the receptive state. This is where life just feels easier. They tend to find that the right people, the right opportunities just show up. They've already made a start. Even if they haven't manifested it all yet, they're working towards their vision. They've got clarity on their purpose. They've got money coming in. They know that it could be more, but they're showing up every day. So the question to ask is, which one of these 3 states do you feel you're in most of the time? Your energy field has its own power source. We call it your funnel. How open or how closed your funnel is will determine how quickly or easily your manifestations can occur for you. When you're in the reversed or resistant flow states, you tend to find that your funnel has closed down and almost shut off. When you're in the receptive state, your energy field is open and expanded. Your funnel is wide. You're open, you're ready to receive, and you have the capacity to command and wield energy at will. So how do you find and release those hidden limitations to manifesting more money and changing your life? It's all held in your electromagnetic energy field, commonly known as your aura. And science has shown that your energy can be measured up to 20 feet away from you. Your energy enters the room before you do. Now, the thing is, your aura or energy field is a recording device. This is where every single problem you've ever experienced is held. Those hidden limitations, the negative thoughts, the doubts, the overwhelm, the fears, the beliefs. Now, here's the thing. When you're using EAM, you can actually let go of all of those limitations and, most importantly, reprogram your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, your memories. Now, when you do this, you're shifting your vibration. You're literally changing the messages that are sent out through your energy system, which means you become a vibrational match to the things that you are asking for. Now, let me be straight with you. If you know that there are some situations in your life that are in that reversed or resistant state, I can promise you, hand on heart, that no amount of ignoring it, pretending that it's not there, that it hasn't happened, is going to shift the things that are held in your energy system. You have to do the work on this if you want to step out of that repetitive loop and repeating the same things in your life time and time again. And it is 100% the reason why the things that you've tried in the past haven't worked. Now, this breaks my heart to see, because I believe if we want to see change in this world, We have to get money into the hands of good people. And yet, time and time again, they're stuck. And the only reason that they're stuck is because of these reversals and resistances in their energy. And I know EAM can help them to let go of all of those things that are standing in their way. How do you know what actually needs to change so that you can manifest more money into your life? You have to learn to trust your senses. Your energy system is telling you all the time. Your chakras are sensors. You see, it's because of our chakras that you feel how you do, particularly around maybe with manifesting money. If you ever feel that like sicky feeling, that heaviness, you feel overwhelmed, that's simply your chakras reading your energy. Now, think about it for a moment. If your body is telling you that something isn't right, and then you go and ask the universe to manifest more money into your life, what do you think is going to happen to your manifestation? How on earth can we manifest the things that we want when we're asking from the wrong vibrational place? We have to find the way of releasing that heaviness, those resistances, those reversals from our field so we can be in that receptive state when we ask. You see, using EAM, we do exactly that. Step 4 of the process is designed to let go of the resistances and the reversals in your energy field before step 5, where you manifest, you make the request from that receptive inflow aligned state. From that place, you cannot help but manifest the things that you want into your life like that. Yet even still, these are not the ones that stop you manifesting and magnetizing money. We're getting there, I promise. How does energy flow through our body? We have these incredible energetic pathways called meridians. Your meridians are channels, information pathways. Our meridians follow the blood and nervous system, and they allow information to be translated from the external to the internal world in much the same way as our chakras do. They send information into our body's energy system. Using EAM, you can make sure that these are open and as in flow as they can possibly be, allowing the free flow of energy to move throughout the whole of your energy field. Which parts of your energy actually magnetize things to you and allow you to attract things into your life? Now, we call these 3 your head, your heart, and your hara. Now, your head energy is a transmitter. It's your communication tower. Think about it for a moment. It's where your eyes are, your ears are, where your mouth is. It allows you to connect with the outside world. Now, from a manifesting perspective, it's our head that creates the vision, that formulates the thoughts and allows us to speak our manifestations into existence. Then we have our heart energy. Your heart is like a mini brain. In fact, science has shown that your heart is reading and sensing information and sending it into the brain before the brain reacts and sends information to the rest of our body. Now, don't get me talking about this because I can geek out on this with you for hours and hours on end. And if you really want to up-level your manifesting ability, learning to understand the influence your heart energy has on the whole of your life and your energy field is such a powerful place for you to begin. Now, if we were looking at this as a manifesting pathway, the thoughts started in our head and that thought now passes down into our heart where we add the feeling before it now passes down onto the last but most important part, which is our hara. Now, your hara is the place in your energy system that allows you to magnetize and attract anything to you. If you've been wondering why you've been unable to manifest or attract things into your life before, I can tell you hand on heart, it will be to do with your hara. Your hara, this whole area of your body, is designed to create. If it can make a tiny weeny person, do you think it has the power and potential to help you manifest anything you want into your life? Now, the power from our hara comes from tuning into our sexual energy. But this is the reason why most people struggle to manifest, mainly because they don't even know it exists. Maybe you didn't until now, but more often than not, because we've been taught to close it down, shut it off, or perhaps even become ashamed of those parts of ourselves instead of really tuning in and connecting into self-love. So if you really want to be free and to be able to manifest more money and anything you want into your life, your hara has to be open, free-flowing, and ready to magnetize and attract those things into you. And that's exactly what the 5 steps of EAM can help you to do. You can probably tell by now that I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to all things energy. And when I go in on something, I go all in. I can't help myself. I just need to tell people all of it. I have to tell you the truth. I need to give you the complete picture. Even this video, I tried to keep short. Now, my journey turned me into a little bit of a unicorn. Now, that doesn't mean I have a cone poking out the top of my head or that I in any way might poop rainbows. What it means is I really don't fit in any box. There are 3 parts of my life which came together and allowed me to have a very rare but also very unique perspective. You see, this rebel, I guess, was the truth seeker. She was the action taker. She was the one that was always searching for the answers that nobody else even seemed to be looking for. Then I guess there's the part of me that's the healer, the one who started her journey some 23 years ago. I started it because I just wanted to be free of my own childhood, my own inner pain. Never in a million years did I imagine that I would be teaching this to anyone. Then I guess there's the part that you'd call the strategist, the big picture thinker, the action taker, the problem solver. But I've also built my own businesses to 6 and 7 figures. I've worked in 8-figure companies, worked with CEOs as a business coach, had a marketing agency. I was even a property developer at one point when I was a brand new mum. Now, what that's given me is also a gift for taking a lot of really complex information and making it super simple. And it's allowed me to have a foot in both camps, to be the bridge, I guess, between the 2 worlds. Now, I think my biggest aha or breakthrough was probably when I did my degree in energy medicine and I finally understood what these ancient philosophies have been talking about for thousands and thousands of years, and started to see modern science now proving its existence through the fields of quantum physics and neuroscience. And that's when it really landed for me. Most people who will teach you to change your life or manifest money are either sat in the really strategic, stuck in their head, it's all a plan, it's all a strategy, and they've lost all connection to their inner guidance and intuition. Or you've got people who are completely lost in the world of 5D and seem to have forgotten what it's like to live in this 3D reality. Just stop and ask yourself for a moment, do you really want to watch another video that promises you're going to manifest money in the next 15 minutes? Or do you really want freedom? You see, I've been teaching EAM now for over 8 years, and wealth creation is just one of the topics. I had so many people in our community literally begging me to create a wealth creation program, and I simply couldn't do it. Yes, I could do the energy work with people. 80% of them would be getting shifts, and some people would still be stuck. The real world results would vary so much because I didn't have a way of making sure that people could consistently manifest the money into their life. So I couldn't, in my heart, create another program that would fall into the same camp as everybody else. It meant we had to create a plan that worked for everyone. that included everything they needed in order to make it work. The energy system, making sure that everything was in flow, that we taught them about the 9 money manifesting pathways, that we did the inner work and the practical things that needed to be changed in their life in order to manifest money, and also to make sure that we were teaching them how to create abundance accelerators, additional streams of income, so they could open themselves up to more ways to manifest money. There are so many people's stories that I would love to share with you who have followed the steps that I've shared and literally changed their lives in ways you wouldn't imagine possible. Like Sam, who I met, who was working as a therapist, taking home just about enough money every month to get by, who's built an incredible 6-figure business, empowering and leading the lives of others. Or Tracy and Paul, who put into place one of these abundance accelerators, 10x'd their money in less than 8 weeks, and created themselves an additional monthly passive income for themselves and for their grown-up children. Even this incredible lady who joined us on one of our money manifesting workshops and called in £500,000 in less than 24 hours of designing and creating her vision board. Now, these are just 3 of hundreds of stories of people who have used EAM in their life to implement massive, massive changes. This has been used all around the world, and I've been lucky enough to share EAM with some incredible people, well-known people that you and I love, adore, and look up to in our industry. And it has been a true honor to be able to share this with the lives of so many. Now, all I've shared with you today is one element of a proven process for manifesting money, the Infin8 Wealth System. There are 9 money manifesting pathways. And even what I've shared with you today is literally just the tiniest tip of the iceberg. So where do we go from here? You and I both know that the universe has smushed us together today. I've been calling in those change makers, those people with a big heart who know they are here to do something significant in the world, and maybe manifesting money is the only thing that is still standing in their way. The only thing you need to do is to make a decision. Which person are you going to be from today? Are you going to choose to live your life in that reverse state, feeling stuck, moving backwards, repeating the same things time and time again? Are you going to choose to be in that resistance state, feeling like you're never really moving forward with the 2 steps forward, the 2 steps back? Or are you going to choose to step into that receptive state, to become that person who says yes to their dreams and their vision, who steps forward on their path and onto their purpose, who gets clarity, who does the work, who aligns themselves in order to manifest more money? So my next step invitation to you is to come and book a call. Why? Because to us, you are not just another number. You are not just another person. We want to understand where you're at. We want to know how we can guide you, how we can support you, how we can set you on your path to freedom. Whether it's starting at our £30, like manifest your money journal, or right the way through to working with me one-to-one for the next year, or anywhere in between. But the purpose of this is to find out where you're at. And I promise you, this is not one of those icky sales calls where you feel pressured into anything at the end. We just want to make sure that we guide you into the best place to get started within our community, so that you can really make massive headway in manifesting more money into your life. So if you're ready to say yes to you, to be that person who follows flow, who lives in the receptive state, and you're truly ready to discover how to manifest more money in your life, then trust the universe has put this in front of you right now for a reason. So all you need to do is find the link somewhere around this video. On the next page, enter your name, email, phone number, find a time that works for you, and we'll be there, ready to have a quick 20, 30-minute conversation with you. Really, it's that simple. So if you're ready to say yes to you and to follow flow and be that person who says yes, stepping into the receptive state so you can manifest more money, I look forward to speaking to you or seeing you on the call.